When a car company chooses to launch a new vehicle in the famed Monterey Peninsula of California, it's for one of two reasons. Either they have a ultra-luxury vehicle like a Rolls-Royce, or an ultra-performance vehicle like the Corvette C7. In the case of this Alfa Romeo 2016 model 4C Spider, it's both. Alfa Romeo wants to position itself as a premium luxury brand in America. More to follow on that, but there's no mistaking their DNA when it comes to racing. They started making cars back in 1910, and that very next year, they won their first race. And since then, they've won over a dozen world championships. So it's safe to say that racing is in Alfa Romeo's DNA. And that's why we're here at Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca. And we're going to take this car on that famed corkscrew. Well, some days are obviously better than others. But you get to spend your day in the Monterey Peninsula at the famed Mazda Raceway, Laguna Seca, driving an Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. It's a pretty damn good day. Powering the mid-engine 4C Spider is a 1.75-liter all-aluminum engine. It's turbocharged, it's a 4-cylinder, and produces 237 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 times on the 4C Spider are 4.1 seconds. Top speed of 160 miles per hour, capable of 1.1 Gs. But the engine is just one part of the story. The other part of the story is that you have a carbon fiber monocoque sitting on an aluminum subframe. What does that mean? Less than 2,500 pounds for this vehicle. Now, when you look at some of these features, such as the carbon fiber monocoque, you have to go up into $200,000 or $300,000 sports car price range to get that kind of technology. And it also looks cool because when you open the door, you could see all the exposed carbon fiber. Let's take a quick look inside the 4C Spider. As you can see, leather is standard on this model, unlike the coupe, but what I really want you to see is all this carbon fiber. This is actually the monocoque, the tub as they call it, and it's completely exposed, and that's by design. They want you to see exactly what's under here. Now, carbon fiber is great because it's extremely strong and extremely light. In addition to the carbon fiber monocoque, you also have a carbon fiber windshield surround. You also have a carbon fiber halo in the rear. So a lot of carbon fiber, again, to lighten up the vehicle. Powering the 4C Spider is a 6-speed dual clutch transmission that shifts extremely fast. You also have this DNA switch. So as you can see here, D, N, and A. D is for dynamic, N is for what they call natural, and A is for all-weather, and you also have a track mode. With 104 years of racing heritage, Alfa Romeo has really come to play with this car. This is a serious track car, and we're having a blast. This thing rides on rails. Love it. Over the years, the Alfa Romeo logo has evolved, but what has not changed is the brand's commitment to performance and to racing. Now, they've been gone from this country for quite some time, but they came back last year with the coupe version of this vehicle. And shortly after the Spider, we expect to see a sedan that's going to compete with the 3 Series. So if you don't want to be just another 3 Series or C-Class at the light, you may want to look at them. You want to look at Alfa as a brand in general. So what's the bottom line on the 4C Spider? Well, let me start by telling you that they've pretty much sold every single one they've made. It's very limited production run. And those early adopters are people that have owned Alfas in the past, or maybe they belong to the Alfa Club. So once you get past those, they're trying to get to a little more of the regular America, and I think they're going to do it. So at $63,900, that sounds like a lot of money, especially if you compare it to a Boxster, for example, but consider it's hand-built, consider the carbon fiber monocoque, consider all the racing DNA. This is truly a statement vehicle. When I was driving in front of this today and saw it in my rear view mirror, I just had a big smile on my face. This car just oozes with passion and enthusiasm, and I love that. I'm glad someone is still making those kind of cars.